Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Nitai Bol, Nitai Gora. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadraya, Jaya Sudarshana, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadraya, Jaya Rukmini Dwarakadish, Jaya Rukmini Dwarakadish, Jaya Rukmini Dwarakadish, Jaya Rukmini Dwarakadish. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Nitai Hari Bol, Nitai Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Baladev. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. The Divine Lordship Shri Gauranitai, Shri Rukmini Dwarakadish, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai ki jai. His Divine Loving Grace Apashananda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome everyone to our Bhagavatam class today. We're happy to be here again in your wonderful transcendental abode of the Divine Lordships, Shri Gauranitai, Shri Rukmini Dwarakadish, and Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai. And happy to see all the devotees, those who take in shelter of the Divine Lordships. And very grateful that you allow me to speak today. By the way, today is a very auspicious day. Probably you know that today is the beginning of Ratha Yatra, regional Ratha Yatra in Jagannath Puri. And also today is the disappearance day, Tirubhav Mahotsava of two great Vaishnavas, great associates of Lord Chaitanya, Swarup Damodara and Shivananda Sena. Shri Vaishnava Thakur ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. So, but anyway, we will read today Bhagavatam and we will discuss all these topics maybe. Let's see how it goes. So today we on Canto 3, Chapter 31, right? Yeah. So it is entitled Kapila's Instructions on the Movements of Living Entities, right? And text number 44, okay? So we'll read Sanskrit translation prepared by His Divine Grace Abhacharya Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashta Presha Bhadrishu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Utamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Shinvatan Swakatha Krishnam Punya Shravanam Kirtanam Hridyantosto Bhadrani Vidhunuji Sufritsatam. So read Sanskrit, you can follow me responsibly. Jīvo hi asyānugo deho. Jīvo hi asyānugo deho. Jīvo hi asyānugo deho. Bhūtendriya-mano-mayaḥ. Tan-nirodho maraṇam. Āvirbhāvas sambhavaḥ. Jīvo hi asyānugo deho. Bhūtendriya-mano-mayaḥ. Tan-nirodho maraṇam. Āvirbhāvas sambhavaḥ. Please, anyone likes to say? Deho bhūtendriya-mano-mayaḥ. āvirbhāvas sambhavaḥ. Ladies, please. Bhavastu sambhavaḥ. Asyānugo deho. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. In this way, the living entity gets a suitable body with material mind and senses according to his fruitive activities. When the reaction of his particular activity comes to an end, that end is called death. And when his particular type of reaction begins, that beginning is called birth. Prepared by Srila Prabhupada. From time immemorial, the living entity travels in the different species of life and the different planets almost perpetually. This process is explained in Bhagavad-gītā. Bhrāmayan sarva-bhūtāni yantrārūḍhāni māyayā. Under the spell of Maya, everyone is wandering throughout the universe on the carriage of the body offered by the material energy. Materialistic life involves a series of actions and reactions. It is a long film spool of actions and reactions. And one lifespan is just a flash in such a reactionary show. When a child is born, it is to be understood that his particular type of body is the beginning of another set of activities. And when an old man dies, it is to be understood that one set of reactionary activities is finished. We can see that because of different reactionary activities, one man is born in a rich family and another is born in poor family. Although both of them are born in the same place, at the same moment, and in the same atmosphere. One who is carrying pious activity with him is given a chance to take his birth in a rich or pious family, and one who is carrying impious activity is given a chance to take birth in a lower, poor family. The change of body means a change to a different field of activities. Similarly, when the body of the boy changes into that of a youth, the boyish activities change into useful activities. It is clear that a particular body is given to the living entity for a particular type of activity. This process is going on perpetually, from time which is impossible to trace out. Vaishnava poets therefore say, anadi karama pale, which means that these actions and reactions of one's activity cannot be traced, for they may even continue from the last millennium of Brahma's birth to the next millennium. We have seen the example in the life of Narada Muni. In one millennium he was the son of maidservant, and in the next millennium he became a great sage. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnana Jnana Chalakaya Chakshuramilita Mina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Kurun Vaishnavam Shah Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahaganarathunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhudam Parijanam Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saganam Lalitam Shri Vishakam Vitam Shah. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Ratha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishna Bhudaya Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine. Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Yantak Pravishnak Machimam Prasuptam Sanjivayanti Kila Shakti Dharam Sadam Namanyam Shahastam Charanam Sharanam Samadhik Pranam Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. Namasheshta manshi putramatra surupam rupam tasya grajam rupurim mat hurim goshtavatim radha kundam girivara horatikam matava sampraptayasya priditi kripaya shikurum tamnadasmi Guravaya Gaurasundara Prabhu Shri Krishna Krishna Bhaktyaya Bhaktyaya Namo Namaha Nilachalam Nivasyam Nityam Paramatmanai Balabhadra Supadrabhya Jagannatha Te Namaha Dantastri Nandantarneshki Punak Punak Shima Drupam Padam Bhujam Drisyam Chamachamani Hare Krishna. Asking blessings from the senior devotees, Prabhupada's disciples, and just to say something suitable for today's event. So the teaching of Kapila Muni is very scientific, very deep. Kapila Shiksha is analysis of material nature, material elements, and it's called Sankhya Yoga. Prabhupada said that it's not different from Bhakti Yoga, by the way. And Kapila Muni explains different history of conditioned soul, like conditioned soul wandering around this universe, transmigrating through the different species of life and chasing after fruitive fruits of one's work. And he explained this in very sometimes precise, sometimes metaphorical language. Metaphorical language, indirect language of the Vedas. It's called Paroksha Vada. Paroksha Vada Rishayah Paroksha Mamacha Priyaha. So this language, Vedic mantras and ancient rishis, are very indirect, flowery language of the Vedas. Why it is? Why this language is there? And it's indirect. There's so many different analogies, so many different examples. Why? Because Krishna likes it. So Krishna likes this language. Why? Because some reasons are there. Like, for example, one of the reasons that those who people, general masses or unscrupulous people, those who don't understand the pastimes of the Lord, confidential secrets or divine knowledge, they do not get access to this transcendental knowledge. And also they have to go through the parampara system, right? This is transcendental bureaucracy. So we have to line up and receive the knowledge through the line, otherwise we become bewildered. And also, we should not caught up in the dogma. You know, sometimes we dogmatically thinking, very kind of, what is called, narrow-minded, yeah. Therefore, we have to think, we have to contemplate, we have to go deep in the Vedic knowledge. It's called manaṇam nididhyasanam. Shravanam, we're hearing, then manaṇam, we contemplating on, and then we assimilate this knowledge, and we're going deep, and this knowledge becomes part of our consciousness. This is a process of assimilation, divya gyan, transcendental knowledge. So that's why Kapila Muni, he uses language, flowery language of the Vedas, which is indirect, Paroksha Vada, Rishaya. So he explained that conditioned living entity entrapped into this, in intricacies of material nature, entrapped into this body, encaged in this body, which consists of Bhumira, Ponalova, Yuhka, Mano, Budhiravacha, all these different elements, gross material elements, subtle material elements as well are there. And this living entity is wandering around the universe, chasing after different types of happiness. Brahmanda Brahmete Kona Bhagavan Jiva. And Vedic literature calls different names, different titles, this body. Sometimes it's called kshetra, or field of activities, right? Kshetra means, so we planting the seeds of our desires on a field of activities. Then we reap the harvest. We get in the result of our activities, actions and reactions. Sometimes this body is called Navadvara Puri, right? It's a city of 9 gates, like Mahavishnu Swami singing. What am I supposed to do? I'm living in a city of 9 gates, with the 9 gates. Sometimes this body is called yantra. Yantra means machine, yeah? Biological machine. Brahma, sarva-bhūtāni, yantrārūḍhāni, māyayā. So consists of material energy. So we drive in this machine, like we're driving on the highway. Sometimes a car going without driver. I saw it. And this is a dangerous situation, you know. Driver sleeping somewhere. Yeah, so this is body sometimes is called Radha, right? So Radha means chariot. And in Upanishads they give a vivid example of this Radha. Radha, chariot, where living entity or soul sits, resides, like a passenger. There are 5 wild horses, which are senses, driving us to the object of the senses. There is some driver, which is supposed to be intelligence or buddhi, reins, which are mind, and all different constituent parts of this chariot. So if we're entrapped in material life, so we're chasing after the object of the senses, which are outside, and this is called tanmatras. So we attracted to this, and we helplessly entrapped in this material life intricacies, actions and reactions. Karmana daiva netrina. And there is no beginning, no end. Anadir-bahirmukha. We from time immemorial entrapped in this situation. Changing the body is going from different species of life, different levels of existence, different universes even, you know. Krishna say bahirmukha. What's the verse? Krishna bahirmukha hana boga vanchakara. Yeah, right. So we turn away from Krishna towards material nature. So we got lost in this illusory representation of God. Anyway, so, and there is no end, no beginning, no end. Anadir-bahirmukha. Krishna say, Buli Jiva, Anadir-bahirmukha. Lord Chaitanya said to Sanatana Goswami. So how to get out? We're fortunate, we received transcendental knowledge. So we understand. So we have some different processes and methods and different yoga systems, how to get out. And so many of them. And today I would like to bring up one is alternative one, how to get out from this trap of material existence, cage of this material body, which we're entrapped from the time immemorial. And this particular type, how to escape from this dangerous situation which we are now, is connected to this day. And this day, today is the day of beginning of Rath Yatra, right? So Rath Yatra is a great festival, great public rite, social event, huge event, which we're celebrating, of course, profusely as well in ISKCON. And this is the way how to escape from this material situation, to receive the darshan of the Lord. Because He's the Lord of the universe, He's Jagannath, yeah? He's a master of universe. And like very beautifully put one of the Vaishnavas, he said, a beautiful analogy, he explained that when person is sick when he's is very sick condition, disease condition of life. Our sickness is forgetfulness of God, right? So it's avidya. And when person is sick, he has to go to see the doctor, right? To receive his darshan, get some recipes, some diet, whatever, instructions. So that's why some of the people, they're going to temple of the Lord to get darshan of the Lord, to awaken their dormant spiritual state of consciousness. And some of the people, they're okay, they still remember. Sometimes they remember God, sometimes they forget. But some of the people, they're completely forgotten God, like in the Western world, for example. So people, they're completely out. They just, you know, they living in an atheistic atmosphere, in forgetfulness of God. Therefore, Krishna, in the form of Lord Jagannath, he comes out himself to give a darshan, like a doctor. When patient is very sick, doctor has to come and see the patient and give some medication to bring him up. So that's why Lord Jagannath, he goes out for this public event, huge event, social event. No other incarnation of Lord, no any other forms of the Lord are going like this. So only Lord Jagannath, he takes trouble to get out from his abode and going out for public observation. So to show himself. And in Skanda Purana, in section which is called Purushottam Mahatmya, it is explained that whoever receives the darshan of the Lord on the time of Ratha Yatra, he'll get liberated from material existence. So literally he'll get liberation. And there is a story about that. Maybe I'm not going to speak about it, it's a little bit long. Anyway, it is true, it is statement, Shastric statement. If somebody doubts it, it is given in the Shastra. And so anyone who sees the Lord in the time of Ratha Yatra, he'll get liberated. Mukti from complicated material life. Mukti from escape from this material existence, from this bodily conception of life, the Hatma Buddhi. And this is a great thing, right? So therefore, Supreme Lord takes a trouble. He goes out and he shows himself to everyone to make sure that everyone gets his darshan and get liberation. So therefore, Lord Jagannath, he is the Lord for everyone. He is not only for Hindus, Lord, yeah? But he is the Lord for everyone, for all different people. Hindus, non-Hindus, Muslims, Christians, whoever, atheists even, yeah? Jewish. So Lord Jagannath is everywhere, in every niche tradition of this world, by the way. If we trace out different traditions, we'll see Lord Jagannath is there. In different disguised forms, he is there. Like, for example, in English language, there is a word, giant or gigantic. Where does it come from? So it comes from Jagannath, right? He's the most gigantic, he's a huge, he's a Lord of the universe, Master of the universe, Jagannath. There is a city in the Promised Land in Israel. It's called Juggernaut. And Christian people, they worship Lord Jagannath like, or atheistic people, let's say, they worship him like, it's called Moloch of Orissa. Moloch is an ancient, antique deity from the antique world, which receives human sacrifice. So they see him like this. I mean, everyone can see according to the level of consciousness. Atmavan manyate jagat, right? So every one of us, we, according to our combination of our modes and level of our consciousness, we perceive the things, we perceive the world. So in the same way, we can see Lord Jagannath in different views, and we have different concepts, different ideas. Who is he? And according to our concept, so he reciprocates with us, because he's a bhava-grahi Janardana, right? So he likes to reciprocate with our mood, our bhava. So therefore there are different moods and different understanding or concept. Who is the Lord Jagannath? And of course, to see Lord Jagannath, you can get liberated, even without understanding who is He. It works like this. But maybe for us it's not enough to just get liberated, right? So who wants mukti? Mukti is, I mean, it's a great achievement, but not for Vaishnavas, right? Kaivalya narakayate tridasha pura kaisha pushpayate. For Vaishnavas, mukti is like a hell. It's a very hellish condition of life. And therefore Vaishnavas not appreciate it. So we want something more higher. So we want at least prema, right? And therefore we have to understand who is Lord Jagannath. Not just like see Lord Jagannath, that's it, so we blessed, we liberated. So we want to understand who is He, deeply understand. And therefore different traditions of worshipping Him. Every niche tradition worship Lord Jagannath. But different traditions are worshiping Him in different ways, in different moods, in different understanding. For example, if you look at Hindu tradition, there are many different groups and sampradayas. Like maybe general Hindu followers, they worship Him like a Lord of the universe. It's just Virat Rupa, like a huge form of the entire universe, right? So Virat Rupa, universal form. And that's why he looks like, like very weird form with huge eyes, withdrawn limbs, and so on and so forth. So probably this is Virat Rupa, right? Some of them, they think like this. Followers of those who impersonalists, they accept Him as a manifestation of Brahman, impersonal Brahman, right? Sarva-kalvedam Brahman. So Jagannath is like a Brahman. Of course, he's Brahman, he's para-Brahman. He has a form. Some of the followers of Vedic tradition, like maybe demigod worshippers, they accept Him like manifestation of Ganesh, elephant. Sometimes they stick some trunk and dress Him or decorate Him like an elephant. They worship Him like this. And for example, Ramanadis, Sri Sampradaya, they worship Him like a Lord Ramachandra, and they put next to Him bow and arrows and things. So He became decorated with attributes and so on and so forth. So many different things. And of course Lord reciprocates with everyone. And of course Vaishnavas, those who accept principles of pure devotional service to the Supreme Lord, Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti, they accept Him as Krishna, right? So Jagannath is a Krishna himself, no doubt. He is a Krishna with his sister Subhadra, his brother Balaram, Nilachalam, Nivasayam, Nityam, Paramatmane, Balabhadra, Subhadrabhya, Jagannath Hyate Namaha. So we worship Lord Jagannath like a super soul in everyone's heart, with his brother Balabhadra and his sister. He's reciting Nilachala hill and the shore of Western Ocean, Eastern Ocean, I'm sorry. Samudra Syottara Tire Astishi Purushottama Paramananda Mai Brahmam Daro Brahmam Sharira Drik. We worship in Lord Jagannath like a Daro Brahman, which manifests himself through the material elements in a wooden form. And so he's a Krishna, right? But what kind of, which Krishna, what kind of Krishna he is? Because so many Krishnas in our teaching, like Rupa Goswami explained in Ujjvala Nilamani, there are 96 types of Nayaka, or hero Nayaka. So 96 types of Krishnas. So different Krishnas. So you have to understand which kind of Krishna you worship, right? So, for example, there is a Pati and Upapati. He's a paramour or he's a legal husband. So there are different psychotypes, like in psychotherapy, there are different psychological state of consciousness. In the same way, Krishna sometimes changed his mood. So sometimes he Dhira Lalita, Dhira Shanta, Dhirodata, Dhirodata, he is Dakshina, he is Anukula, he is a Purnam, he is Purnattara, he is Purnattama, he is a fully complete, he is a fully perfect, right? So which kind of Krishna is it? Although we know that Krishna is a supreme form of God, but what is the supreme form of Krishna? This is Jagannath. It's the supreme form of Krishna, because Krishna is unlimited. Krishna is multifaceted, let's say. So, Lord Jagannath is a Krishna, we understood. And of course, if you look at the history and we look through the Puranas, so we understand Krishna, he is in Dvaraka. So this is Krishna, Dvarakadish. He is a controller, he is a master of Dvaraka. Rukmini Dvarakadish, right? So he's like this. He is a king, he is a master of Dvaraka, he is a controller, he is a big time. So he's with attributes and entourage and all these opulences are there. Aishvarya samagrasya viryasya shasya gana varagi sacheva shana bhagaiti gana. So he, in the full manifestation of his power. Aishvarya mood. This is Dvarakadish Krishna. So, but if he Krishna in Dvaraka, why he has such a strange form? Big eyes, withdrawn limbs, like a very weird body. So what's happening? Why he manifests himself like this? And this is secret being revealed by Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya opened to us this mystery of Lord Jagannath. Why he looks like this? So it's a huge topic, of course. I cannot cover it in one class, but we just try to touch it because today is a day of Ratha Yatra, beginning of great festival. So we would like to clarify a little bit Lord Jagannath. And so he is Krishna in Dvaraka, but he is in the mood of Vrindavan, right? So he is in the mood of Vrindavan. He remember Vrindavan. That's why he looks like very strange. He looks like this. His form is Mahabhava Prakash. He manifests his divine love, which is Mahabhava, which is high limit of love. Because he remembering his beloved devotees in Vraj, eternal associates, Brijabasis. They are very dear servants of him, and by remembering him, he completely in ecstasy, he is stunned, his limbs are withdrawn, he experienced Mahabhava, highest limit of prema. Just by remembering his beloved devotees. So he completely overwhelmed. Hey Dino Dayadranata, hey Mathuranat Kadavalkyase, Hridayam Tvam Alokam Kataram, Daityam Brahmayati Him Karotyaham. So he's in the mood of separation, right? So he's completely overwhelmed in emotion. He experienced great love. And this love is called, this is separation, which is highest stage of prema. And it's defined by our acharyas like Vidura Viraha Adbhut, right? Vidura, Viraha means separation, Vidura means very long separation, long time. Because he left Vrindavan for a long time. So he left Vrindavan, he was 10.8 years old, almost 11, in his Bauma Lila, right? His eternal age, 15.9.7, you know that? His eternal age, 15 years, 9 days, 9 months, 7 days, I'm sorry. That's his eternal age, but in Bauma Lila he looks like, he's youngy, but he looks like only 15. Navayuvana, his eternal age. So he left Vrindavan around 11 years old, and he spent his pastimes in Mathura till 28. And then he left for Dwaraka. And Dwaraka, he spent like to the rest of his manifested pastimes up to 125 when he left this planet. And it's about 97 years. And he was in separation with his devotees in Vrindavana for about 40 years, when he met them again on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. On the field of Kurukshetra, it was not battle yet before. So he came for this big event, which is solar eclipse, where all Brijabasis came, and from Dvaraka, Yadavas, they came as well. They met each other on the Kurukshetra field. It was a very significant meeting, and after 40 years of separation. So after 40 years, he was completely overwhelmed by seeing his devotees, by remembering his pastimes, by remembering a reciprocation with his beloved devotees. Therefore, this is huge separation. It's called Vidur, Dura Pravas and Kinchit Pravas. Sometimes Krishna goes out to grazing the cows on the pasturing grounds. It's called Kinchit Pravas. Half day, few hours in his Ashtakali Lila. But when he goes out from Vrindavan for 40 years, it's called Vidur. It's huge. So all devotees in Vraj, they're completely stunned also. They experience Mahabhava. They're in the same condition like Krishna. And Krishna also, he manifested this Mahabhava Prakash. This is a form of highest limit of prema, which is in separation. So this is Krishna in mood of separation in Dvaraka. Dvarakadish in mood of Vrindavan, by remembering his beloved devotees. And this his very significant attribute of his form is called Prema Madhurya, right? So Krishna has 4 distinctive features of his image, which distinguishes him from even Narayana, Lord Narayana. We know there's 4 different aspects of his supremacy. All of them Madhurya. One of them is Prema Madhurya. Prema Madhurya means his beloved devotees, those who possess such a great prema, which conquer even Krishna. So Krishna overwhelmed by remembering those devotees who in that state of prema, which conquers himself. So his prema vani, he is controlled by prema. He is manipulated by prema. So that's why he looks like this. He's completely overwhelmed. And when Lord Chaitanya comes to see him in Jagannath Puri, Lord Chaitanya, because he reveals to us all the secrets, so when he came to see, and they meet each other, it was a blast of rasa. This was a huge explosion of rasa. Can you imagine? So Krishna in the mood of separation, in a great Vidura Pravas, in a huge what is called Virah mood, and also Lord Chaitanya, who is in the mood of, we know that Radha Bhava, due to Savalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam, he is in the mood of Shrimati Radharani. So that's Krishna as well, but he is in the mood of Radharani. So when they meet each other, it was a blast of rasa. They were completely overwhelmed. And this is called Ratha Yatra. This is Ratha Yatra festival, which is going on now, today. It's going to start today in Puri. So, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he said to his preachers, those who were going to the West, he said, you have to bring Ratha Yatra to the Western world, otherwise those people, they don't have a chance to get liberation. They're so sinful, they're so fallen, so they have to see the Lord Jagannath, otherwise they cannot get out from the complexities of material life. So you have to bring Lord Jagannath to the Western world to show him. And by understanding the concept of Lord Jagannath, it's very deep, of course. People don't understand what is the form, so they completely bewildered. But anyway, even by seeing Lord Jagannath, they will get liberated. And even Lord Ramachandra, he said to Vibhishana, Vibhishana is the brother of Ravana, to bring Jagannath to Lanka, so that all those Rakshasas, those who are there, they also got benefit from Lord Jagannath and get liberated. Otherwise they don't have chance. They're so fallen. In the Western world also people like this. Mleshkas, Yavanas, Rakshasas, Apishachas, and so on and so forth. Like we chant in Pranama mantra to Srila Prabhupada. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshe Shunyavadi Paschatya. Paschatya means land of Pishachas. Paschatya means Pishachya, or ghost-like people. Ghost-like people, yes. So they don't have chance. Only by seeing Lord Jagannath they can get liberation, they can benefit, and they'll hopefully embark on the process of spiritual emancipation. Anyway, but yeah, this is a program which we would like to present for the Western world, for the Western people, to give them chance to get the mercy of Lord Jagannath. Like Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj, he said that for Bengali people, those who come in for Rath Yatra to Jagannath Puri, for them program is very simple. They're just going to take prasadam, swim in the ocean, deep in the ocean, then look at chakra on the top of the temple and just dance in the kirtan. So this is a program for Bengalis. I think this is also a good program for ISKCON and for outsiders as well, yeah? So we can present this cultural festival, cultural program for the spiritualization of entire human society, like Prabhupada said. So we can give them Lord Jagannath. And they may know, may not, I mean, they don't know, of course, but they can get great benefit. And of course, this highest understanding of Lord Jagannath, which is given by Lord Chaitanya, so we can understand the mystery of his form, that he is a Krishna in Dvaraka, in the mood of Vrindavana, in great separation with his devotees. And by meeting Lord Chaitanya, who is Radharani himself, in the mood of Radharani, they unite on the field of Kurukshetra. And this is Rath Yatra festival. So it's a huge topic anyway. I cannot cover everything, but somehow or other we can touch it. And so we have to understand to what kind of form we worship, what kind of Krishna here in the form of Lord Jagannath. Because we want Krishna who is in Vrindavan. Vrajesha Tanais, right? We want Krishna those who in Vrindavan. Therefore our acharyas, they concluded what is our Siddhanta. They said, Aradhya Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanais. So our Krishna, Aradhya Bhagavan, our worshipable Lord, is Krishna in Vrindavan. Vrajesha Tanais means son of Vraja Isha, or king of Vraja. Tadhama Vrindavana, his abode is Vrindavan Dham, so also worshipable. Vraja Vardu Vardhena Ramya Kachitu Pasana, and there his beautiful transcendental dear devotees of Krishna, different types of devotees. They all conquer Krishna by their love. That's why he is a prema madhurya. He is submissive to their love. Vraja Vardhena Ramya Kachitu Pasana. So we worship. Huh? Say again? Yeah, Ramya Kachitu Pasana. Yes. Yeah, so we follow this verse, and Shrimad Bhagavatam, Pramana Mamalam, Prema Pumartho Mahan. So this is all these pastimes are described in Bhagavata Purana and Shrimad Bhagavatam. And of course our goal is Prema Pumartho Mahan, is our fifth artha, or supreme prayojana, or necessity of the soul, is to attain prema. So therefore we have to understand all these subtleties of our theological doctrine, our Siddhanta. And why we accept this? Because Lord Chaitanya given it to us. So Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matahedach Tataradara Nat Paraha. So we don't care about anything else, we accept it like conclusive truths, like conclusion of all our teaching. So this is some of the points on Jagannath Tattva, which is very esoteric, very deep and transcendental. So let us remember Lord Jagannath today, contemplate on his pastimes, understand his form, his appearance, and get all benefit out of this great festival celebration, and get mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Gaur Premanande, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki jai, Shri Ratha Yatra Mahamahotsava ki jai, Shri Rukmini Dvarkadish ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo, Hare Krishna. Jai. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you, dear devotees, for tolerating me today.